Coming up, guys. I'm coming up, guys. Give me a second. Coming up, guys. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna put the camera in. I'm just trying to find something. Hold on one second. Just trying to follow up on something. What's going on, people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let me put this in. Oh, whoa! I didn't know I had this out. What's happening, people? What's going on? How's everybody doing and everything? I'm here. I'm here. Yes, indeed. It's a little glitch right now because I thought I was charging my laptop, but I guess I'm not. I guess I didn't. And everything. But we're gonna talk about this, man. We're gonna really talk about this because I'm gonna keep on just like I said, man. I've been very consistent on these on this thing when it comes to black matriarchy, patriarchy, I should say, and matriarchy and things of that nature. And I'm going to always be consistent on this because, as I said before, I take it extremely serious being a heterosexual man, and especially a black man that actually don't bend the knee to no delusion, always about literal change within the nuclear family. And why I feel like it's people within our community, from the boulets to the low-level thinkers, that don't want patriarchy in our households. They want us to keep on doing things that's not helping our community as a whole. And I've been saying this the last 2 days. I've been doing lives and everything because I gotta keep on being consistent on things. I gotta make sure I eat healthy. I gotta make sure I drink water. I do that all the time. I gotta make sure these things, my not just my mind is healthy, but my body is healthy as well, because it's the most important thing in the world to me is to not make to not make my son feel like he's not worth nothing because he's just a black male. And even as a young father of my 22-year-old, because I have a 3-year-old as well, even as a young father of a 22-year-old, I had to let him know, being as though, again, I would be the first to admit I didn't know how to be a man like I should have. I knew the difference from at a young age, looking at my best friend and his father relationship, looking at other friends of mine, other relatives of mine, cousins and stuff like that, etc., that had their father in their lives, how different they were to how I was. And not just a father in their life, because most of these guys, most of my homeboys and my and my family members that had a father in life, it was usually a great father. And then as I got older, uh, it was a father that was trying to be in their lives, that was fighting the court system, that was fighting child support, that was fighting the state, that was fighting their jobs, that was fighting their baby moms to get into their children's life. But the thing is, many of the men in those days, like my father generation, they didn't let us know this. They didn't let us know, not all of them, but a lot of them. They didn't let us know how this world really was and how important it was to what I'm looking for, to make sure you protect your seed. You know, they didn't tell us that. They didn't tell us that at all. And this is why how I'm gonna pronounce this word, philosophically, that I forgot the word that I'm looking for, so I don't know why I keep on trying to say it. But this is why many Black men, I should say, foundational Black American men, don't understand how important their seed really is. This is why you see many Black men making babies, certain Black men making babies, and it seems like many because those certain Black men have multiple baby mothers making babies with many women that didn't deserve to be anybody's mother, let alone the father, the man, the seed that is coming from. You know, and people get angry about this fact. They get angry, absolutely. They get completely angry. But this is not our problem. This is not our problem to make people feel comfortable anymore. They call many things the tone in which the person says. Like it could be a Kevin Samuels, it could be just anybody. It could be a Chronicles of Judah. It could be the guy Angry Man. It could be Dennis Sperling. It could be just anybody. Any it could be the Fresh and Fit guys. It don't matter how your tone is. When you're promoting Black male empowerment, or just period male empowerment in this country, people get sensitive about it. Even when you're on the lowest totem pole in the world, and that's pertaining to Black America. So we got these men promoting patriarchy households. We're getting crucified in the mainstream media. And many Black men that I know personally will say, man, hey, don't worry about that. Whatever. They will sweep it under the rug. Like it's not important to the generation that's coming up. So, now that I'm in my 40s, my generation, like it's not this is not a problem that needs to be talked about, and not just talked about, need a solution that many of our what you call manosphere people are doing. And that's a huge, huge problem to me, and I don't know why it's not a huge problem to the most Black men that I'm around on a daily basis. And we had conversations hundreds of times. But what I see is an undertone of even Black men being feminists. See, this whole live right now is talking about the black feminists. It's talking about the problems with a lot of these black feminists in our society that won't even admit that. They want you to admit all this. They want you to answer they silly questions, and you answer them, but they won't answer. That's feminism. That's entitlement. That's we quote unquote run the world. And I see a lot of men doing it. But you a black man in my generation, Generation X, and literally, let's say millennium, 35 and under, whatever. And you don't see the effery, what's going on. It was a bunch of different things that I wrote on YouTube in the last in the last 2 to 3 days. Like, and I share things all the time. I share facts. I don't share opinions. I don't share emotions. I don't share, things that don't matter. I share things that we need to move from. You understand me? I do my best to share things we need to move from. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. It's super quick. Let me share this with you guys. Hold on one second. I'm gonna have to. I literally thought I was charging this damn laptop. So let's go. Hold on. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share a bunch of different things that I've been sharing on my social media outlets for the past 2 days. Stuff that I've been sharing for many years. So let's go. Let's go. Hold on. You guys can see that, right? Hold on. My bad. I don't want you to see that yet. Hold on a second. That was like the last one. I want you to see that later. Okay, here we go. Did it again. Hold on.
For agreeing to take money from people who want to abort African-American babies.
Good afternoon, this is Autumn.
I'm interested in making a donation today.
Fantastic.
What about abortions for the underprivileged minority groups?
Certainly.
Hold on one second. I don't know what just happened. Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I want you to hear this recording. Okay. Let me see if I can make. Okay. Yep. Let's go with it.
To abort African-American babies.
Good afternoon, this is Autumn.
I'm interested in making a donation today.
Fantastic.
What about abortions for the underprivileged minority groups?
Certainly.
So the abortion could be, I could give money specifically for a black baby. That would be the purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. If you wanted to designate that you wanted your gift to be used to help an African-American woman in need, then we would certainly make sure that gift was earmarked specifically for that purpose.
We just think, the less black kids out there, the better.
Understandable.
If you specifically wanted to underwrite an abortion for a minority person, you can target it that way. You can specify that that's how you want it spent.
Okay, yeah, because there's definitely way too many black people in Ohio, so I'm just trying to do my part.
Okay, whatever.
Well, blacks especially need abortions too, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, for whatever reason, we'll accept the money.
Planned Parenthood.
You heard that, right? There's not many of you watching live right now, but it's okay. You're going to watch it later. You heard that, right? This they want. And then don't you hear a lot of these black feminists talking about the abortions and stuff like that, and how they want it need to be more abortions, how they follow whatever their white liberal counterpart do. But I can't even blame it on white liberals as much because it's too much uh what do you call that? Too much uh things out there for you to do your research, because now we're on this fourth wave of feminism that don't have nothing to do with family, that don't have nothing to do with order, nuclear family, what have you. Don't have nothing to do with logic or anything. But you heard what they said. You'd laugh at it. Yeah, I believe. And these are people that they actually promote the most. Hold on one second. We're gonna I want to look up something else about this. Hold on. Hold on one second, guys. Here we go. I don't want to hold on. Let me get in here real quickly quick. Hold on. As a matter of fact, let me look up something else. Let me just go into YouTube instead of playing with Google. For real. Let's go into YouTube instead of playing with them. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. We're going to get it to here. Let me share this with you guys. Let's go. Hold on. Shit, let me up. I really hope there ain't no glitches because I want you guys to hear this clearly. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't share it. I thought I freaking shared it.
Straight A student with dreams.
Hold on. Let's bring it to the beginning. What she's saying.
17 years old and had just graduated high school. Like so many.
This is a black feminist.
I was obsessed with fashion and gold
what is it?
jewelry.
Rep. She's a rep. Corey Bush.
In the world. But I was also
far
very
leftist.
Lost. For all of my life, I had been a straight A student with dreams of attending college and becoming a nurse. But high school early on was difficult for me. I was discriminated against, bullied, and as time passed, my grades slipped, and along with it, the dream of attaining a full scholarship to a historically Black college. That summer, I was just happy that I passed my classes and that I finished high school. Shortly after graduating, I went on a church trip to Jackson, Mississippi. I had many friends on that trip, and while there, I met a boy, a friend of a friend. He was a little older than I was, about maybe 20 years old. That first day we met, we flirted, we talked on the phone. While on the phone, he asked me, could he come over to my room? I was bunking with a friend and hanging out and said he could stop by. But he didn't show up for a few hours, and by the time he did, it was so late that my friend and I had gone to bed. I answered the door.
I'm not victim shaming, but if you know this woman, Corey Bush, she is a high level feminist, high level far leftist that preach everything that has nothing to do with order at all. She's definitely what's the word I'm looking for? This lady is untrustworthy, but she's writing her paragraph just to explain why she got an abortion, and this is the 0.1% of women that get abortions because they supposedly got raped. You know, maybe she did more than probably she did. I don't know. If she did, that kid, whoever raped her, need to go to jail forever. Need to be under the jail. Let's keep it going.
And quietly told him he could come in, imagining that we would talk and laugh like we had done over the phone.
She said, and quietly told him that we could come in, and imagining we could just talk and everything. Oh my God, boy! I tell you, you men better watch it. We're not gonna keep on
But the
listening
next
to
thing I
this.
knew,
What she doing is
he was
she's
on
trying
top
to
of
help
me.
her handler. Many of these black women handlers are they're neoliberal feminist white mommy. Point blank. Um, the thing of all this is the problem. I don't even want to even talk about this city. I don't want to even share this video, I should say, anymore, because you guys know what it is. It's typical. It's like, how can we? Is it anything that did you go to court? Did you get him on rape or what have you? But I'm gonna be fair. Let's be fair. Let's I'm just gonna rewind it and everything. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me rewind it to you guys. I ain't gonna be an a-hole. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna listen. Let's fast forward
I
it.
had done. The next morning, I wanted to talk to him. I just wanted to say something to him, but he refused to talk to me. By the time that trip ended, we still hadn't spoken at all. About a month after the trip, I turned 18. A few weeks later, I realized I had missed my period. I reached out to a friend and asked the guy from the church trip to contact me. I waited for him to reach out, but he never did. I never heard from him. I was 18, I was broke, and I felt so alone. I blamed myself for what had happened to me. But I knew I had options. I had known other girls who had gone to a local clinic to get birth control and some who had gotten abortions. So I looked through the yellow pages and scheduled an appointment. During my first visit, I found out that I was 9 weeks pregnant, and then there the panic set in. How could I?
She's
Pulled up
talking.
his
She's
pants,
talking
and
about
without a
just like a lot of
word,
these far leftists
he
talk
left.
about. She's talking about the 0.1% of women. I guess I'm trying to see if she's
That
trying to
was
say the
it.
man raped
The
her.
phone. But the next thing I knew, he was on top of me, messing with my clothes and not saying anything at all. What is happening? I thought. I didn't know what to do. I was frozen in shock, just laying there as his weight pressed down upon me. When he was done, he got up, he pulled up his pants, and without a word, he left. That was it. I was confused, I was embarrassed, I was ashamed. I asked myself, was it something that I had done? The next morning, I wanted to talk to him. I just wanted to say something to him, but he refused to talk to me. By the time that trip ended, we still hadn't spoken at all. About a month after the trip, I turned 18. A few weeks later, I realized I had missed my period. I reached out to a
All
friend
right, that's enough.
and
I
asked.
try to hear more of it, but it sounds like another sob story. Um, uh, you're saying I apologize. I don't know what that means. Can you say a little more than that? Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing here. So I want to speak on the stuff that I shared in the last couple of weeks. I mean, the last 24 hours that I've been sharing, and we're just going to talk about it a little more. Hold on 1 second. Let me share my Instagram story real quick. Here you go. Okay. Here we go. Black feminism is exposing themselves more than, hold on a second, more than, let me see, hold on. Black feminism is exposing themselves more than ever. Keep on waking people up on who is the real enemy and doesn't deserve protection at all. I'm gonna tell you why I wrote that. The reason why I wrote that, because it's a problem that we don't understand who is the real enemy here. Who is the real enemy here? We don't understand that. We don't get that. We feel like we're not having, an obvious connection with who's the real enemy. Because especially, again, it's not a lot of Black men that really want to not bend the knee, so to speak. It's all about it's just all about people. It's all about Black men not taking the responsibility of being a Black man, but they taking the unresponsibility of not taking care of children, of whatever the woman says, she says, I'm gonna uphold it. I don't care what you say. She's right. You have a problem, and this and that, and third. So we have to understand what's going on with that. Black folks, hold on a second. I'm trying to get to here. Black folks not only don't understand, Black men don't understand their real enemies. It's because they not only don't understand that, they honestly don't understand that the importance of the patriarchy. It's growing somewhat in numbers, it's going really slow, but the importance of the patriarchy is way more than we will ever know. I'm going to share another video, something. I'm going to show you this. All these feminists. I already told you all. I already showed you so many different things that they Twitter about Kevin Samuels. And again, they're not only talking about Kevin Samuels. A lot of you brothers think they're just talking about Kevin Samuels. No, they're talking about all of you. They're talking about all you brothers that think you're going to bend the knee, that think you're going to have your own opinion, that think you're going to promote patriarchy within our communities. They telling you that they have a problem with it. They telling you that you ain't shit. They have the undertones of any so-called white supremacists I ever known. And it's been like that for about 4 decades. But now the fourth wave of feminism is dramatically worse than anything we could ever understand when it comes to actual order, promotion of the patriarchy and a matriarchy household coming together as one. Like, these Black folks will rather cheer for and promote and, and put on a pedestal Black men like George Floyd than to ever, try to put men like Kevin Samuels up front that wasn't a career criminal, that didn't destroy their own communities. It's like this has been happening for 4 decades at least. But again, the last 25, 30 years tremendously happening. It's like the males that's doing the most aggression, the most hurt, and everything else. The ones that actually still want to be led by women are the ones that's promoted the most. But nobody want to talk about that. Let's again. I'm gonna share the Instagram once again. I'm gonna share something real quick with the what do you call that, the the lady from Black Lives Matter on Shade Room. That's another neoliberal feminist network or website or whatever you want to call it. So let's share her thoughts.
And right-wing pundits are
creating
incredibly the right-wing media and right-wing pundits are creating incredibly and have created an incredibly dangerous environment for me. This morning I woke up to Candace Owens.
We talking about a woman that stole so much money from the Black community. We talking about the woman that's always talking about white man, white this, the right wing. Another neoliberal feminists. They really don't do nothing for Black people because, again, a lot of these Black feminist women, they're getting handouts from these neoliberal feminist non-Black people. They're getting handouts every day. They've been getting handouts from them since the 70s. So when the elitist Democrat Party give any portion of what do you call that, reparations, they're giving it to all Black people, Black women. They're giving it to all of them. Again, brothers, who hates you the most, man? Right? Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's be really, really honest. And then we don't, because we don't know who is for us when it comes pertaining to Black women. Black women that wants to see the patriarchy rise, and Black women that want to see patriarchy dead, and helping their neoliberal elitist handlers with that. And they have been doing it for about 50 years now. But let's keep it going.
Being outside of my house with a news crew, she was demanding that I come outside. When I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. The recording about, she was actually, for some reason, seems like she thought my house was that. It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that anybody, any stranger, come outside of my house, but it's unacceptable, really unacceptable and dangerous that when Candace Owens, another Black woman who is actually working as a part of a right-wing agenda, comes outside of my house with cameras. The right-wing
you
media
have to wait
and right-wing
right-wing agenda. You have to be a fool as a Black man. This is like, and I have some really, really good friends that are Democrats. And Black men Democrats, heterosexual Black men that are Democrats. You have to be a fool to think it's no type of disdainment for heterosexual Black men in the Democratic Party. It's been this way since the fucking 70s. How many times does it have to be proven for you to understand that? I want people to know, being as though I'm not a big YouTuber, my own family don't support me on this, because again, it's crazy. But I have people that I don't even know support me. I get it. That's how the Black community is. They talk about it's your tone. People always talk about it's your tone. But when there's a black woman and their tones for many years until this day, cursing people out, being disrespectful, people like Tyler Perry promote it. You know, they can do whatever they want. This is why logical people tell you all the time. Logical, realistic people tell you all the time. The matriarchy is owned by black folk. The matriarchy is the leader of black folks. This is why black folks, black Americans, foundational black Americans, ABOS, whatever how you want to call it, is on the bottom. This is why. Name another non-black American community that's because even the highest rank neoliberal feminist white woman is not the head of house of her own home. We the only ones. This is why we at the lowest totem pole in the world. We are. Now we're gonna get to Candace Owens and what she said. I never even heard this, so I'm hearing this for the first time. I'm hoping that they're gonna
oh my God,
share
I
it.
think she's
Okay.
crying on this live, pretending that she was harassed. We, like I said, very politely to the guys, anyone we can speak to. My name's Candace Owens. We never went over the gate. It was just me ringing the doorbell, trying to speak to someone. He said absolutely nothing. He started just recording us, and we said, okay, if there's no one we can speak to, we're gonna leave. Patrice is pretending to be scared because she knows that this Black Lives Matter lie is falling apart. And she doesn't know what to do. I mean, people are aware of the scam.
And what do a feminists do? No matter if they're black, Hispanic, Asian, persuasion, white, what do they do when now you about to get accountability on you? What do they do? They start getting irrational and they start playing victim. This is what they start doing. They don't want truth. They don't want any accountability. They don't. But again, you black men, and I'm not surprised by fourth wave black feminism. I'm not surprised by them. But you black men that don't take being a heterosexual black men and promoting the patriarchy, and it doesn't matter how your fucking tone is. You the ones that are the weakest to me. You the ones. You the ones that don't value your son and how he look at himself. I'm gonna play what Shaquille O'Neal was saying about his son and how he worshipped his daughter. They could do whatever. And how he was the problem and this and that. Third. You know why I'm not going to play that? Y'all seen that? That was a couple of weeks ago. He did a lot for the community, Shaquille O'Neal, but he still promotes beta maleism. He still promotes feminism. He still promotes the matriarchy. I don't get why is it helping us? Guys, let me know. Is it helping us? That's all I want to know. Let's finish this.
It is Black Lives Matter. She's intentionally limited the comments, so you can't even comment on this post, because I was going to comment and be like, this is a complete lie, and we have it all on camera in terms of what happened. So what you are seeing right now is the face of a woman who is pretending she's afraid of right-wing pundits, when in reality, she's being exposed as a fraud. Oh my God, I think she's crying on this live, pretending that she was harassed. We, like I said, very politely to the guys, anyone we can speak to. My name's Candace Owens.
And right-wing pundits.
So they already played her. Let me see. I'm going to show you how disrespectful, how fourth wave feminism, feminists, the shade room is. They played the same thing after logical thinking, high level thinking. Candace Owens put facts on the table, and then they played her again. They already shared this. See, this is black men. Like I'm telling you, man, you're the only one. You have to change yourselves. No one's going to change nothing. You have to change yourselves. You just have to. If you don't, it's going to be your loss. It's just going to be your loss. That's what it's going to be. It's not going to be anyone else loss. You believe that these people really care about you, black man. These people don't fucking care about you. You have to pander to them. You have to bend the knee to these delusional, fourth wave, neoliberal feminists. You have to. It's no way impossible you can do whatever. Let me share something else with you guys. Hold on one second. I want to share this with you guys. Let me see post, whatever. Hold on one second. Let me share. I'm going to share why you have to protect your seed, black man, from these neoliberal feminist agent of chaos women. Hold on a second. Let me share this real quick. Share, because then we're gonna be out of here because it's Mother's Day and my lady doing her thing. Hold on one second. Here we go. Let's look at this. Instagram model takes her 4-year-old son to the club and twerks in front of him. Is this woman going to get prosecuted? Before we even look at this video, is this woman going to get prosecuted? No, she's not. Because they are for black women doing whatever to their children. That's what they are for. They, and again, as I said in the beginning of this live, it's way more black men that have been fighting tooth and nail to get custody of their children or just have custodial custody of their child, and it never worked out because, again, child support is a $60 billion corporation, probably even more than that. It's just a fucking fact. Let's look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This who you giving your seed to, black man. This who you giving your seed to. A fake booty, neoliberal, Negro pig. Look at that boy. He has no chance. He has no chance. What's he doing in the club? Is that normal now? Is that normal? Again, I'm done with a lot of these brothers that say shit to sound good and do the opposite. I'm done with a lot of these sisters. I've been done with that, to be honest with you, because I've never been really surprised by it. You black men and you men just in general need to start figuring out who your fucking real enemy is. Who's going to laugh on your grave because you want to be a better man. You don't want to bend the knee. You want to put the nuclear family back together. And that goes for black, white, Hispanic, persuasion, just anything. That goes to everybody that want to put the patriarchy and the matriarchy together to have that great nuclear family. You guys keep on going to the far leftists. All you're doing is destroying your kids. And this Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm going to be celebrating it all month long. And the reason why, because my people, the ADOS, or whatever you want to call it, the FBA, are really mentally disturbed. Because it's real men and women that's trying to put in work to put Black Americans together like we was 5 decades ago. trying to put us together again, trying to get all these different groups, entities out of our communities, causing chaos and disorder, bringing demons in. We get, and then the real leaders, when we die, we the ones that's getting the most hate, while the demons that's dead get the most love. So if you believe, if you honestly believe that's sanity, that's normal, then you really need to seek help. And I'm not picking. This is the honest truth. You need to seek help because you're doing nothing for your own community. You're doing nothing. That's a problem to me. That's a huge problem. Because it's like, what are we doing? It's because of money. So you don't care if your son grow up like we did in the millennium generation, in the Generation X. You don't care if your son don't feel like he is a priority of his own life and to be a better man and stay away from agent of chaotic people that just want your sperm and not you. Are you fucking kidding me? Black men? Are you kidding me? This is why a lot of you black men that pander to the delusions of these fourth wave feminists in our community are not getting anywhere. Because to be honest with you, all these people, all these men that you women are being pandered, like are putting it on a pedestal, or you putting her on a pedestal, y'all gonna destroy each other anyway. The real women, they want a real man to be a leader of their household. They know they still gonna get the sanctions of being a first world country. They know they're not gonna be just barefoot, butt naked, and having babies. That's simp shit. But they know they need that protection. These fourth world feminists, these fourth wave feminists, they don't want no protection. They screaming all the time. No, protect the black woman. Protect us. They don't want that. They don't want it. What they want is a fool. And they're getting the fools. Those are fools like what's his name? As I said, George Floyd. Those are fools that's putting your ass in the grave, or putting you in somebody's hospital, or leaving your ass with three or four children. Yeah. The ones that want the panda just to get the nookie. Keep with them. Hey, do your thing. This is a first world country. You should be able, you do your thing. Fourth wave feminism, they made it so you can do your thing. But that young lady, just like the young lady, black girl from Southern, she goes, I'm going to do a story on this. This young 19-year-old girl killed herself. She offed herself because she was saying COVID, because she wasn't doing good in school. Her grades was failing, this and that, and the third. And she talked about her grandfather. I can remember on a what's the name, she talked about her grandfather and how he was really a big part of her life. And once he died, it seems like she said she's been doing this. It's been like this since she was like about 5 years. Once he died, it was over. You keep on promoting, fatherhood. It's not important, man. You hurting these kids. And a lot of you don't even care. As long as you get as long as you get what government daddy gonna give you, you don't care. And I'm really not talking about you, but you brothers that's following this simp train is my actual worst enemy. Like, you on the same level as any so-called racist towards black folks. You on the same level to me. All you fake pro-blacks, you only pro-black if you agree with somebody 100%, get out of here. We know what it is. And for all the hate for men like Kevin Samuels and other men, black men that tried their best to do what was, to help the black community, being as though the black community being as though it's a lot of us, it's not worth the even trying to help. I'm going to keep on supporting brothers like Kevin Samuels, and I'm going to keep on doing what I'm going to be doing till the word is out. The patriarchy is what it is. And all you little punk ass people that's trying to get away from the manosphere and this and that, third, all you cowards, let's go that way. I'm gonna get on your platforms. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm gonna be working hard. I'm gonna make my diet gonna be right, everything gonna be right. But I'm gonna tell you how it is. Because you devils, you black men that's following behind this fourth wave feminism, like it's helping the black community, and never, if you can literally tell me where did it help the black community, please let me know. Please. The only thing that helped is destroy our community, and it's doing it more. These fools is happy that black men died that was actually trying to put us together. Oh, it's his tone. Again, how many black women that's loud and obnoxious get promoted on mainstream TV? And it's been like that for 40, 50 years. The angry black woman, she get many reparations from the government daddy. So what the fuck? Anyway, you guys better wake up. You simping force of black men better wake up, and you better wake up fast. And I see you. That's why I ain't fucking with you. You local niggas, I ain't fucking with you because I see it. I can see it in you. Anybody with a goddamn brain can see it in you. And if you think I need you, I don't. Don't need nobody but the Most High. Don't need you. Anyway, guys, I wanted to bring this out because I really believe that it's important. This shit is important, man. I don't want my son to feel like he needs to pander to some agent of chaotic person. And I don't want my daughter, my 19-year-old daughter, to be disrespecting a man because she thinks she, entitled to do it. And that's what I taught my daughter. And hopefully she listens. Anyway, guys, have a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to all the actual real mothers that believe in the patriarchy and a nuclear fucking family. I don't care about none of you other ones. Peace.